Hello, and thank you for watching this web module on lighting compliance and the Alabama Residential Energy Code. My name is Burke Reeve, and I'm with Southface, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. This educational opportunity is made possible through funding from the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs Energy Division and the U.S. Department of Energy. Today, we will talk about changes to the Alabama Residential Energy Code, the importance of energy-efficient lighting in homes, and strategies for achieving compliance and cost savings. The new Alabama Commercial Energy Code will take effect on January 1st, 2016. The new Alabama Residential Energy Code will take effect on October 1st, 2016. For more information about energy codes in the state of Alabama, please visit the ADECA Energy Division Energy Codes website. A web link is available on this slide. The new 2015 Alabama Residential Energy Code is a combination of items from the 2009 IECC International Energy Conservation Code, the 2012 IECC, and the 2015 IECC. The focus of the Residential Energy Code is on the construction of the building thermal envelope, the place where insulation and air sealing measures are combined to create a continuous barrier separating the indoors from the outdoors. This means your insulated ceilings, walls, your windows, your floors, and your foundations must comply with the insulation levels, window U factor, and window solar heat gain requirements of the Alabama Residential Energy Code. Infiltration control will be measured through a blower door test and quantify the air changes per hour of a residential structure. The construction of duct systems will be measured and evaluated both visually and through a duct pressure test to determine leakage of the duct systems. And lighting, which is a mandatory requirement, must be complied with. Now, you may be asking yourself, which homes have to comply with the Alabama Residential Energy Code? Well, new construction, single-family homes, and multifamily homes 3 stories and below are required to meet the standards of the Energy Code. Additions, alterations, and repairs must also meet the code. Essentially, any new work should meet the code. There are some exceptions, including buildings that do not have conditioned spaces and historical buildings. If you have questions about how the Energy Code will be enforced on your building project, please touch base with your local code official. This slide shows a roadmap of compliance pathways available for the Alabama Residential Energy Code. Energy Code standards can be met either prescriptively by following the rules of the Energy Code, through a trade-off calculation, or through a simulation of performance using either the requirements of Section 405 or by producing an energy rating index, a new compliance pathway introduced by the 2015 IECC and adopted into the state of Alabama. Regardless of the pathway you choose, the mandatory requirements must always be met. These include things like blower door testing, duct testing, and lighting compliance. The previously adopted Alabama Residential Energy Code required that 50% or half of the lamps permanently installed in light fixtures be high efficacy. The new Alabama Energy Code, which goes into place October 1st, 2016, will require that 75% of the lamps be high efficacy. High efficacy lighting technology may include things as common as complex fluorescent light bulbs, or newer technologies, including screw-base and pin-base LED, and may also include certain linear fluorescent technologies, like T5 lighting. Older lighting technologies, including incandescent light bulbs and T12 fluorescent light bulbs, will not comply with high-efficacy lighting standards. A field study recently conducted in the state of Alabama found that the majority of new homes being built did not comply with currently adopted energy efficient lighting standards. Of 71 homes visited during this field study, the majority did not meet the 50% efficient lighting standard. In fact, as you can see from this chart, nearly half of the homes visited had 0% energy efficient lighting. This means that there is a big opportunity for homeowners in the state of Alabama to save energy and save utility cost through the implementation of high efficacy lighting technologies. Let's take a look at a case study developed around some things that were actually seen in the field during this study. Here's a chandelier in a new home. It has 9 light bulbs in the fixture, and those light bulbs were rated at 60 watts apiece. This is an incandescent lighting technology. With 9 light bulbs at 60 watts apiece, there's 540 watts of draw anytime this fixture is turned on. If we ran this fixture for 4 hours per day, we would have 2,160 watt hours. If this home is in operation 350 days out of the year, we would have 756,000 watt hours annually. On our utility bills, we typically see our energy usage expressed in kilowatt hours. In order to determine the kWh, we divide our watt hours, 756,000 in this case, by 1,000 to convert them into kilowatt hours. For this example, we've used a relatively conservative rate of 10 cents per kilowatt hour and multiplied that by our 756 kilowatt hours of use annually to determine that this light fixture, if operated as described above, would cost about $75 a year for our homeowner. Now, let's say that we replaced those incandescent light bulbs with compliant high-efficacy technology. In this case, we're using a 60-watt equivalent dimmable LED light bulb. If we have 9 lamps and they draw 10 watts apiece, that's 90 watts. If we take those same 4 hours of operation per day that we used in our previous example, we have 360 watt hours a year, or 360 watt hours multiplied by 350 days of operation in a year to produce 126,000 watt hours annually. Divide that by 1,000 and we have 126 kilowatt hours, which will be used by this light fixture. Multiply that by our rate of 10 cents per kWh, and this fixture cost us about $12 a year to operate with our LED technology. So, it's pretty clear the cost of operation for the homeowner is lower. But, as you can see, the lighting technology is likely to be more expensive. I visited the website of a local home improvement store and was able to find a 2-pack of 60-watt dimmable incandescent light bulbs for $2.08, or $1.04 a piece. I was also able to find this 60-watt equivalent dimmable LED light bulb for $7.97 a piece. So, not counting for taxes, we could purchase 9 of these incandescent bulbs for $9.36, or 9 of our LED bulbs for $71.73. So clearly, the cost of purchasing the more efficient technology is a bit higher. However, when we take our cost to operate, which we just established in our previous scenario, we see that it's about $75 a year to operate the incandescent technology and about $12 a year to operate the LED technology. When you combine cost to purchase and cost to operate, we see that either of these technologies will cost us about $84 a year in our first year of operation. So, the return on investment period, or how long it will take us to pay back the upfront cost of the technology through the savings in operation, is about 1 year. Of course, we were conservative in that we only chose a 10 cent per kilowatt hour rate, and we only assumed 4 hours a day of operation and only 350 days a year that the house would be operated. So you could say that these are very conservative estimates. If we ran our lights longer each day, paid more for energy, or operated this example home more than 350 days a year, we would see that our return on investment or payback period would actually be shortened or decreased. Still, in this conservative estimate that we have produced, we see a 1-year return on investment for the homeowner in the more efficient lighting technology. Now, these light bulbs will last more than 1 year. So you will save about $63, or the cost of operating the incandescent technology minus the cost of operating the LED technology, annually. You may be saying to yourself, well, that's only 9 light bulbs, and you'd be right. So, if 9 light bulbs produce about $63 a year in savings in converting from the incandescent technology to the efficient technology, that means that each light bulb is responsible for about $7 per year of savings, about what it costs. So if you had 35 light bulbs in your house and each one saved you $7 a year in operation, you would save $245 annually on operating cost. It would cost you $278 to buy those 35 light bulbs. If you subtracted out the cost of the incandescent technology, you would see that the premium is about $242. So the ROI is still 1 year, because we'll save $245 on operating costs through the efficient technology, and it will cost us about the same to upgrade from the incandescent technology to the more efficient technology. So, still a 1-year return on investment for our homeowners. And again, this is based off of a conservative estimate of 4 hours a day and 350 days a year of operation. If you ran these lights 8 hours a day, you would cut your payback period in half. If you own the house 4 years, you would save nearly $1,000 on operating cost. This got me thinking, how long does the average homeowner stay in their house? Fortunately, I was able to locate a recently published article by the National Association of Home Builders that said, based on their calculations, the typical homeowner would stay approximately 13 years. If you multiply that 13 years of ownership by $245 a year in savings, you get $3,185 in savings. This is out of about a $245 investment in the upfront cost of the more efficient lighting technology. So it's relatively clear that if I'm a homeowner, I'm going to save a fair amount of money by investing in more efficient lighting technology. The bulbs that we used in our example are rated for 25,000 hours. Our estimate only produces 18,000 hours of use in 13 years. But just for the sake of argument, let's assume that in that 13-year period, we had to replace all of the light bulbs once at a replacement cost of $242. The average homeowner still saves nearly $3,000 in operating cost over that 13 years, even if they have to replace all of the technology. So, this puts forth the question, would you spend $245 up front to save $3,000 in energy bills over the lifespan of your occupancy of a home? Most people would think that that's a pretty good investment. Now, what type of lighting technologies are available in the marketplace? I recently visited a local home improvement store and was able to locate this 60-watt equivalent LED light bulb 2-pack for $2.98. It was on sale. That's about $1.50 a bulb. That's pretty affordable if you wanted to take all of the light fixtures in a home and convert them over to LED technology. Here's a dimmable 40-watt bulb, 40-watt replacement bulb, LED technology that draws 6.5 watts when used and cost about $5 per bulb. And here are some decorative LED bulbs ranging from $10 to $15 a piece. So you can spend as much as $15 or more on the LED technology, or as little as $3 for a two-pack. The choice is really up to you in terms of the performance, the lifespan, and the use that you have for the LED technology. But if you were just looking for the most affordable way to get the LED technology into your home, something in the ballpark of $1.50 per LED light bulb is certainly available in the marketplace. Here's an example from a store in Homewood, Alabama, where I was able to locate a GE brand 3-pack of 60 watt equivalent LED light bulbs. This 3-pack costs $5.98, or approximately $2 per bulb. If you haven't looked at the cost or the performance of LED lighting technology in a few years, I think it's well worth a little investigation, as you will find that costs have come down, performance has improved, and there's a wide variety of options in the marketplace. Thank you for attending this web module on lighting efficiency and the Alabama Residential Energy Code. My name is Burke Reeve. My email address is breeve@southface.org. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.